Hello everybody, welcome back to Trading with Zeph. If you have watched all these videos and been here with me, congratulations, you are a real one. Okay, wanted to go over the 30th trade today, and then I'm going to go over the stats that I did for this 30 trade challenge. The point of this 30 trade challenge was from Dr. David Paul on take a very specific system, don't deviate from the system no matter what, basically just be extremely disciplined, which I was lacking. And I could honestly say this is probably the best trading I've done for 6 years. So, let's just go straight into it. This is 30th trade, pink arrow. Got here super late. Not really happy with this trade, but I think I read this right, and I'll show you why. So I saw a trading range, drew this channel beforehand. I saw it break, failed breakout. Comes up, nice spike. Ideally, I probably should have just taken the short here, but that's okay. I saw a first entry long pullback. I was waiting for a second entry long to maybe go higher here, but this bar closed, and I didn't like this bar. You can't go long on this bar. This is too bad of a bar. So then I saw this bar, and I'm like, oh, first entry long, second entry long. If it fails, goes one tick below, it's going to trap all of the bulls and maybe go lower. That's my thought process. And so as this bar dropped below, I was like, I'm going to manage this trade. This is a very congested area. I have to be very careful here. And then in hindsight now, I realize I probably just should have stayed out of this. It's just too many overlapping bars. But nonetheless, I took the trade. And again, I think my thought process was correct here. I managed the risk before the profit. And so my stop would have been 73, so I just went 1, 2, straight to 71. Like, even if it breaks below, I'm just going to drop the limit order. And then my, risk will be right one tick above the major congestion zone and signal bar. I got filled, and then I saw this bar close, and it bounced right off the midline. And then that's when I realized I'm on the wrong side of this trade, basically. This bar closing like this means there's bulls here, and this trend line break actually might go higher, so I have to be careful so watch it make a new extreme. So I just realized I was just not on the right side of this trade. Nonetheless, I got in at such a good price with the limit order. I realized the limit order pricing is usually better. I was reducing my risk. I was actually going to move my stop one tick above, so I was risking a point plus one tick, and that's when I just said, okay, well, let me just get 1 point here. And see what we can do. And that's what we did. So, let me turn this on for you. So yeah, I had 2 contracts, 71, just go for, 1 point. Got filled on 1 point because I realized, if it touched down here once, at least I can probably get 1 point. Got 1 point, moved my runner to immediately break even. Just got, break even. Probably should have gone plus 1 tick, but I was just, didn't know what could happen. Thought this might still break down. I was hoping. But my projection of understanding its congestion, trading range, and then there's still bulls here and not many bears was correct. Breaks, new extremes, makes new high. So I think I should have stayed out of this trade. But overall, reading the actual structure of the market and kind of like, I don't want to say knowing what's going to happen, but realizing what might happen and realizing when I am wrong, not really being emotionally attached to the trade, was the best thing I could have done here. And so I don't feel bad about the trade, unlike some of the other trades that I've taken. So that was the 30th trade, and then you can see we're just chopping down. So that's the 30th trade, 1 point. Runner got stopped out. Probably just shouldn't have taken it, but it's Monday, October 9th, wanted to kind of get the trade challenge over with. I just didn't see anything in here. I got here just too late, honestly. I just got here too late. There's not too many good trades today that I saw. I mean, there's a couple here and there, but way better than the one I took. But nonetheless, let's just go over straight to the stats. Okay. So we have 19 wins, 8 losses, 3 break-even trades. This has taken me 19 days to do. Average win rate is 70%. This is all of the trades marked. So I have my profit, points, trades taken, trading size, and what I was trading. So first day, 1 point. I'd say, let's see here. I kept my losses very, very small, which I'm pretty proud of, because usually I have big losses. That's one of my bigger problems. But just like major consistency. Some days I didn't even take any trades just because they weren't there, or I got like lost $8.36 on that one, $12.54 on that one, and then I just started having this snowball win streak. And that's when I started going for 2 points, basically, as well. I started going for 2 points right here. But yeah, as you can see, 70% win rate, I'd say, would be actually almost 80% just with some of the trades I took that were impulsive during news. Like I took two trades that were FOMC, just gambling. That was really bad. And there's a couple in there just deviating from the edge, not really focusing super hard. But overall, I would say pretty good. So yeah, feel free to pause the video and look at that. And then I'll go for trade performance here. Go back. So I have a total of 18 trades because I accidentally reset the account. But luckily I've had everything in Excel, so I just reset it to exactly where it was. But yeah, like I said, this should have been probably more near 70%. But overall, just like this is still a good average to show my winning and losers. And basically, I lose less, I win more. This should just ideally be 1-to-1, especially with the strategy going for 2 points. So I'm gonna, do something with that. Definitely I definitely look how many shorts I take. I'm more short trader here. It just seems like the fear sells a lot faster. And also we've been in a downtrend this basically whole time, so that makes sense for the shorts. So I have been going with the trend. Let's see. Average wins, average losses. My win streaks are a lot better right now. I'm on my biggest win streak. And I'm just going to keep this going. I'm going to keep trading. Max drawdown, 2.6 points. There's definitely always improvement you can do. But I would say this is some of the best trading I've done. And I'm just going to keep going for it. But yeah, just full transparency. I don't know how many other traders do that. Show their losses, show their wins, show their stats. Ideally, this is a sim. So eventually we will be doing, really small wins. But I got to understand how to do this first. Flight pilot doesn't just hop in a aircraft and say send it. So overall, I'm taking this very seriously, though. And so far, it's been doing better than I have been doing. The psychology aspect is definitely the biggest thing to work on. And definitely have noticed that is the biggest thing that you need to work on and not get tilted. So yeah, I'm just going to keep this going. Wanted to show you guys that. I have a whole other Excel sheet that I've been doing since day one, and there's so much data on it. But I really like the Pat's price action system. I think this is going to work for me for an edge. I'm just going to keep going with it. I think it reads the market very well, especially with the ES. I know you can do this in the NASDAQ, but ES is doing well. I'm starting to get it better, knowing when to trade, when not to trade, and just keep it consistent. That's what I'm going to start doing. So hopefully you guys, like this 30 trade challenge. I'm going to now do I'm going to just do it again. I'm going to do a 13 trade challenge, and the 13 trade challenge is going to be only the absolute best possible setups that I see. Now this might take some serious time because they don't happen very often. Like the best possible setups would be like first entry short, pullback, second entry short, outside bar. Like that's a clear downtrend break. Didn't get new extreme, but like that one's pretty good. And then you got like first entry long, pullback, second entry long, higher. This I would say is a pretty good setup with the trend. So not very congested. I feel like every trade that I have sometimes taken, like this one, I'm like, this is too congested. I probably shouldn't take this, and I take it, and like it does win, but it's not like ideal. But I don't know if I should be cherry picking that type of stuff either. So like this first entry long, pullback, second entry long, you got your 1 point, and that's it. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And if I'm winning and being consistent, keeping my losses small, I think that's more important. This is definitely more discretionary. This is not like really based system. It's more just pattern discretionary trading. So yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap this video up. It's 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the challenge. And I'm going to upload again and start a whole new thing and keep the consistency going. And till I show profitability for the long run. And then we'll jump to real money. And we're going to jump to just two MES contracts. Risking very, very small amount until that's consistently profitable. So appreciate you guys sticking here. If you have watched the video, hopefully you learned something from this whole series so far, but more to come. See you guys for the next trade.